Who's ready to geek out to some weather on this Tuesday evening? Welcome back to Weather for Weather Geeks, everyone. Beautiful, beautiful weather today. If you like today, you're going to love tomorrow. Let's start out this evening with a quick time-lapse video. This is from our camera, which is situated on 422 in Niles, right by the Eastwood Mall. There's Best Buy, Olive Gardens around there, and if you've been to Niles, you know exactly where this is. And we started with sunshine this morning. Then the sky was kind of populated by some fair weather cumulus clouds, and it even got somewhat overcast for a couple of hours late this afternoon. But these were unproductive clouds, just a little bit, like I said, decorative. It was very, very nice out today. 77 our official high today, 76 in Cleveland, 73 in Erie, and these numbers are all pretty much below average, especially north of I-70 today. All right, when I recorded this evening at about 7:30, still pretty stormy in the D.C. and Baltimore areas, Annapolis, Maryland, heading over towards some of the beaches. Going to be a stormy evening in mid-Atlantic states. We've had a couple of sprinkles as nearby as Carroll County, Tuscarawas County earlier on. Those have faded away. We had no rain in the viewing area today, but it was a pretty busy afternoon for severe thunderstorms. A lot of wind damage reported from the western suburbs of D.C. up through parts of Maryland into east central PA, and then up into parts of upstate New York as well. All right, temperatures really cooling off. Open up the windows tonight. The air conditioners will get a rest. I think a lot of us are going to drop down into the lower 50s, and while some of these numbers might be a shade cool, I wouldn't be shocked to see a couple of 49 to 50 degree readings at the start of the day tomorrow. Going to be a great day tomorrow. Low humidity, sunshine most of the day, temperatures below average, very comfortable, mid-70s on average tomorrow afternoon. Tonight's cool, tomorrow night's even cooler. Now again, these numbers might be a shade too low in a few spots, but again, mid-40s is on the table for a lot of us, so a jacket, light sweater needed first thing Thursday morning, but then it's going to warm up very quickly. Thursday afternoon, we'll get into the upper 70s to around blank. About 80 or so is our forecast for Thursday. And again, high pressure slips across for the next couple of days, bringing us sunshine. Going to be a couple of great midsummer days. Then, here's our cold front Friday. Now, this is a good news, bad news situation. Good news is, hey, we need some rain, and we'll probably get at least a little bit here and there. The bad news is not everyone's going to get some, and if you have outdoor plans on Friday, you may not be so happy about this, but again, the chances of seeing measurable precipitation in your backyard Friday, midday and afternoon, probably 30 to 40% at the most. There's just not much moisture for this front to squeeze out. Here's a look at our modeling. The purple line's the European model, the red line the GFS model, and a tenth of an inch, maybe. That should be about it. Very paltry rainfall totals coming over the next 10 days. I showed you the longer range prospects last night. All right, 4th of July weekend looking fantastic. Bright and sunny Saturday and Sunday, 78 Saturday, 81 on Sunday. Now, I have added some clouds into Monday's forecast. The modeling is starting to trend a little farther north with a little wave that may come across parts of Kentucky, southern Ohio. There might be some showers in, say, Cincinnati, Parkersburg, Marietta, Charleston on the 4th. Right now, it doesn't look like they get any farther north than that, but it's something to keep an eye on. At the very least, it may be a little bit cloudier on Monday than Saturday and Sunday, but I still think it's a pretty nice day for the 4th of July. Let's start talking about the month of July, since it's beginning on Friday. And June has been a warm and pretty dry month across the region. What about July? Well, here's a look at one of our climate models for July, temperature-wise, showing a pretty warm temperature regime compared to average across a lot of the country. Some of the same spots that have been cooler than average this month may be so again in July, namely Texas, maybe parts of the Mid-Atlantic. But this model's advertising us to be a little bit above average temperature-wise in the month of July. Here's a look at another climate model, kind of a cousin to the first one I showed you. This tends to show a little more detail. And it's showing a little more typical temperature regime in July, very close to average in our part of the country, maybe a little warmer than average out here, a little cooler than average in the southwest. These climate models are certainly not the gospel. They have good months, they have bad months. Just kind of showing you this, take it for what it's worth. I suspect July will end up being close to average, maybe a little above average. It's my human generated forecast, temperature-wise in July. Now, as far as the climate models and the precipitation goes, we need rain, of course. We're hoping for some in July. more than we've had in June anyway. This version of the climate forecast system model showing pretty typical precipitation amounts across the region, and then this one shows a continuation of the dry rainfall regime across eastern Ohio and western PA. I suspect, my gut feeling is that at this stage that July will end up being a little wetter than June. I don't think it's a wet month per se, but I suspect it will be a wetter month. We'll have more wet days in July than in June, which has only featured one pretty wet day. If it wasn't for that day about almost 2 weeks ago, it'd be really dry in June. But a lot of us picked up an inch or two of rain back on I think it was the 16th. So that has helped save the month a little bit. But again, we're drying out, and hopefully July brings some better things in the rainfall department. Thank you for watching the Tuesday Night Weather for Weather Geeks. Look forward to seeing you tonight on 21 News at 11. More geeky weather stuff coming your way Wednesday evening. This video is always online by about 8 o'clock or so, and I usually post a replay of it on my Facebook page at around 10 o'clock p.m.